Hi Stampers, it's Tina Shaw, your independent Stampin' Up demonstrator from Ohio. And today is Tuesday, September the 8th already. Yesterday was Labor Day. So today I decided I better get making some cards. So today I have for you this cute little fall Halloweenish kind of a card. And I wanted to show you how to make it. This one is a fun diagonal fold card. It opens up like this. Isn't that just cute? So it's really pretty easy. Just a couple of tips I have for you on cutting your paper. If it's two-sided paper and you want this side to show, you just need to, I'll show you how to fix that, how to make sure you do it right. So anyway, let's get started. So first of all, my card base is basic black, and so what you're going to do is take an 8.5 by 11 inch piece, a regular full sheet of cardstock, and we're going to score it at 4 1/4 on the 8.5 inch side. You're going to score, and then you're going to also score it at 5 1/2. Okay. So score it there. So instead of cutting this into like cards, we're scoring the whole piece. So now we're going to take out our score blade, which is fabulous in our trimmer. It just comes right out. And now what we're going to do is you're going to place this corner and this corner right in the cutting track or channel, I call it. And that's why we had to take out the score blade so we could reach this far with the blade. So this isn't going to lay down all the way because your paper is actually right there. And so you might have to, I put in a new blade hoping that it would be longer, because other people have done this on their cutters and it just came right apart. So there we go. There, it did it. All right. So now I'm going to take one of my halves. This will make 2 cards right here. So I'm going to take this one and I'm going to fold in like that. And then I'm going to take my bone folder and just make a nice crease. And then bring in the other fold line. So they meet, and then give that one a nice score. Okay, so now there's our card, like that. Now, I'm going to take a piece of, this is the cute little plaids that we have right now in the holiday catalog, and it's called Plaid Tidings. And these are 6 by 6s. So I've taken this and cut this one down to 4 inches by 5 1/4, like our standard first layer in our card. Now we're going to take this piece and we're going to cut it diagonally so it's going to fit on the diagonal. So in order to get this piece to be cut like that, we're going to have to cut it from the right corner down to the opposite corner. Because if you do it the other way, it's not going to work. So there, see how that one goes right there, right like that. Because I have pieces that I cut out the other way, and I couldn't use them on this particular card. If I do another diagonal card, of course, I'll be able to use it, but the back side of this is like Christmas. So if I would have cut it differently, then I would wind up with pieces that they just don't work. So anyway, make sure that this pattern is the way you want it to be before you cut it, okay? Then I'm going to take a piece of rich raspberry cardstock, and I've also cut this one at 4 by 5 1/4, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to cut it in half diagonally from point to point. And when you're using cardstock, both colors on the same, you know, on both sides, so you don't have to worry about which way to cut it. So, because you can flip it just like that. All right, and of course the reason I'm using the rich raspberry is there's rich raspberry in here. There's also like crushed curry, I think it is. There's all kinds of different colors in this pattern paper pack. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my tape runner, and I'm just going to put some tape, my Stampin' Seal on the back, and I'm just going to put this on here. This is going to be my one and only layer on here. And then I'm going to take my rich raspberry piece and do the same thing on the other side. Very sticky stuff. Okay, so then I'm going to put that one on right like that. Okay, so there is the front of our card right there. And now I've taken a piece of black cardstock and I have I've cut it out with the largest square stitched shape die, which is this one right here. So I did that, and then I cut out a piece of crushed curry that measures 2 3/8 by 2 3/8. Okay. And then I'm going to attach these two together, and I'm going to put this just right on the front of my card. So I'm going to glue this piece down. This is not doing this today. Trying to get it on my workplace. Okay, so I just want my stitching to show all the way around. So I'm just going to put that on like that. And then I'm going to glue this, hopefully in the center. So I'm going to put my tape on the back edge of the black piece, just on this top piece. So let me show you how I'm going to do that. Got a lot of tape on that one, like my grandkids. Okay, so now I'm going to just eyeball this to try to get it in the center, close to the center, like that. Coming together. And now I'm going to take a stamp from, the stamp set I'm using today is Harvest Hellos, and I'm doing the pumpkin out of there. And then I'm also using the punch that goes with that set, which also has the stem and leaf that you can punch out. So I'm going to use a piece of, here it is, a piece of pumpkin pie, and I'm going to ink that up with my Tuxedo Black Memento ink because I love it. So I'm just going to ink that up, stamp that right there. Now I just want a pumpkin. If you wanted to do a jack-o'-lantern, there is a stamp in there with the little face on it that you could stamp on there like that. But I just kind of wanted it to look fallish. And so at the same time, I'm going to stamp my little saying here, which is, "Hey there, pumpkin." And I'm going to ink this, find it first. I'm going to ink it up with the black Memento, and I'm going to stamp it. This is just a 1/2 inch by 2 3/8 inches. And I should have, yeah, it's all right. I was going to say I should have put my head over there more, but it's okay. Okay, so now I'm going to cover that back up. going to take and set that aside for a moment. And I'm going to take my punch. This set is really cute. You can use the pumpkins, or you can actually cut out apples with it if you wanted to. Make a cute little teacher card. See, and there's the little stem and leaf that it cuts out. So now I'm just going to take this piece and set that over there. And now I'm going to find a piece of Mossy Meadow, and I just want a leaf. So I'm just punching out a leaf. And then I want a piece of early espresso, and I'm just going to punch out a stem. This is really an easy, quick card. Super cute. I think kids will love it. So now I'm going to take my pumpkin, and I'm going to take some dimensionals, and I'm going to pop up my pumpkin onto my yellow, my crushed curry, little square, like that. Take off my backs. And then I'm just going to put that right in the center, pretty much, more or less. Okay. And now I'm going to take my little leaf, and I'm going to use just a little mini dimensional on the back of my leaf. And then I'm just going to put that like down from there. And now I'm going to take my little stem, and I'm just going to cut off just a teeny weeny little strip of dimensional strip, because it can't be very big or it'll show. Hardest part with this is just taking off the back. There's one. Now I'm going to take that off. I did use a couple of other sets on this card, which just depending on what you want your card to say, you could just use the same set, like the apple set, or I think I want to go this way, or another set if you had it. But isn't that adorable? Okay, so now I'm going to take my Hey There Pumpkin banner, and I love the new banner punch that's in the holiday catalog. And the reason I like it so much is that it has different size banners that you can make. And so this one is a 1/2 inch, which sits right down in the first little groove there. I always turn it over just to make sure it's in the center, and it is. And then put it in the other way, and there it is. Not, it kind of is. Doesn't have to be perfect, just so it looks good. And there's the cute little banner. Isn't that adorable? Love it. So it has the little banner ends, or it has like the little pointed end, kind of like an arrow if you wanted it, like one end like that and one end going the other way. Anyway, 1/2 inch, 3/4 inch, and 1 inch little grooves there for you to put it in. So now I'm going to take and put a dimensional on this end. Actually, I'm putting 2 dimensionals because I have my pumpkin popped up with a dimensional, so I need 2 to get it to be the right height. And then I'm going to use my silicone mat so I don't get tape all over my mat here, all over my other mat. Come on. There we go. Okay. taking the back off. I've got sticky glue on it. Get off, off, off. There we go. And then I just kind of put it off to the side here, like that. Isn't that cute? And then I wanted to decorate it with some bling because, you know, we always love bling. Gotta have bling. If I can open my little case up here. I keep all of my little rhinestones in cases, and that way I know where it is. So the really cute purple ones were in the Noble, what was that? Noble Peacock rhinestones that went out in the last catalog, and I just love the purple. But I want to use what's in here. So I'm using this orangey goldish color. And so I'm just going to take a couple, put one here and here. I'm almost off the table here. And then down here in this corner. And then I put a couple of large ones down here, just like next to each other. If I can pick it up. Didn't want me to. And just put that like that. Isn't that just cute? I think it's so cute. All right, so that's my outside, super easy and quick. And then on my inside piece, I just am going to use a 4 by 5 1/4 inch piece of Whisper White cardstock, and I'm going to stamp. This one just says it's not a trick, it's just a treat, and that's from Ghoulish Goodies. This one is in the new holiday catalog. And what else did I use? What was it? Okay, so again, I'm just using my black. See how straight? Oh, not bad. And then I have some little bats that I have from a little festive post stamp set. This one is the one that has the postage punch that matches it, that cuts out all these shapes in here. It's really, really cute. But anyway, I just thought I needed some little bats here. So I'm going to put some right there. And just put a few down here. And then I like to just decorate it just a smidge because I do have quite a few extra pieces that I cut out of the designer series paper, the plaids. And so I think I'm just going to cut a piece a 1/2 inch wide. And I got that really crooked, it moved. Let's try that again. There. And then 4 1/4 inches, no, 5 1/4 inches wide, like that. Oops. And then I'm just going to glue this down to here. Again, I'm going to use my mat. Okay. And then I'm just going to put this just right down on the bottom. Up here. Okay. And then if I have a little extra smidgen, I'm going to cut that off like that. Isn't that so cute? And then I'm going to just put this on the inside of my card like this. This is the regular size inside. And there's your cute little fall pumpkin card. I think it's so cute. And so I'm just calling this the diagonal cut card, and because it's all cut on diagonals. So let me know how you like that today. And also make sure that you subscribe to my YouTube channel so you can watch all my videos that come out. And if you do not have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, I would love to help you out any way I can. And so I hope that you will join me again. Here's the other card. Thanks so much for joining me today, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.